Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Vicki Howie of ChakraBoosters.com, the creator of Chakra Boosters Healing Tattoos. And today I'm coming to you from a very sunny Encino, California. Yeah, it's hot here and beautiful, gorgeous blue skies. And I want to talk to you about chakra releases. We're going to go over the forms of release that our bodies have as we are healing our chakras. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. Many of these releases are considered socially unacceptable, particularly with the bugaboo chakras, those lower chakras that spiritual people often try to avoid. So please don't thumbs down me here, guys, because I am just the messenger. This is the truth, and this is what I've observed with my clients and with myself over the years, and it makes total sense. So you're going to see here. We're going to actually start at the top, at the 7th, and work our way down. Now, remember, the 7th is like the umbilical cord, the crown chakra, the umbilical cord to the divine. It's not part of really the dual reality, the duality in our 3D world. So this up here doesn't really have a release. You're just connected to the divine. But what often people will feel is an energetic tingling. Okay, there's many different things. For me, there's often a tingling feeling, and you literally do feel sort of a pouring in or a rising out when you're moving your energy upward. So there's this tingling or this energetic, effervescent feeling that moves through the crown. Now that's very sweet, right? So let's move on to the bodily chakras. What kind of releases do we have each place? What kind of releases do we have? And you're going to be surprised at how logical they are. First of all, you have the third eye. The third eye, being in this eye mask in this area, deals with releasing tears of some kind. Now, if the tears are emotional, you're probably also doing release in the emotional chakra, which is the sacral chakra, the lowest divine feminine, and the third eye is the highest divine feminine. So they work as a pair, and you're probably going to feel the emotions of it and then let that out through your eyes. But often when I'm doing healings and receiving healings, my eyes just water. There's no emotion involved. That's pure third eye energy. When you get that teary, just your eyes are wet. They literally, mine will even cry, but I'm not emotional. So that's for the third eye. Makes sense, right? How about the throat? Well, this one's really easy, and you can actually purposely use this one. And if you're familiar with my meditations, a lot of them, I will have people yawn. I'm like this. And even if you fake a yawn, I just was faking a yawn. But my body made the real motions. So as your body makes the very real motions, it actually has the same feelings and opens the same pathways. So even, again, do a fake yawn right now. Or maybe my yawning makes you do a real one. It doesn't matter if it's fake or real. And they've shown this with laughter yoga as well. It doesn't matter if someone tells you a joke and you spontaneously laugh, or if you set out to laugh. Because laughter is very, very healing, regardless of whether you just break out into laughter like that. And my body felt those movements, and I could really go off here on that. And you would see it just has the same positive. If we had me all hooked up, see what my brain's doing, it's doing all the same really good things for you. Okay, so fake a yawn to open up into your 5th chakra, which is your first of your higher chakras, so your upper chakras. So this is a way to go right into alpha state, which is a trance, and go right into more spiritual realms. And it's probably why we do, before we go to bed, we're preparing to go into deeper sleep states, deeper trance states when we're going to sleep. We're going to dream, we're going to heal, we're going to rejuvenate. So we have the third eye, which is the tearing or the crying if it's mixed with the 2nd chakra, the sacral. And we have the throat, which is yawning. What do you think is the release for the heart chakra? It's really easy, right? We use the breath. The breath goes in and out of the lungs, and it's particularly the exhale is the release. So why do we have movies like Waiting to Exhale? Because we know that it's important to exhale. It's very, very important to release. We can't just keep taking energy in. It gets us anxious if we take in. The exhale allows us to just soften and return to earth. So a simple exhale is the way that we release in our heart chakra. Whew. And it puts us more into our heart chakra. Can you feel that? It moves us toward a heart chakra healing. Okay, so now we're moving down into the lower chakras. So this is where it starts to get socially unacceptable, right? Not to say, I mean, sometimes we try to hide a yawn because people think that we're bored, but actually, when my clients start to yawn and they hide it, I tell them, no, you're healing right now, because they yawn often. And healing, especially of the upper chakras, opening those upper chakras is really, really good, right? So what's the third chakra release? Well, it has differing levels. As we get down into the lower chakras, there's sometimes these differing levels, and especially for the masculine ones. And the solar plexus chakra releases in its most simple form through a burp, through air moving from the stomach, moving out of that area. In some cultures, a burp is a compliment. Not so much in the culture I'm in the Western culture I'm in. It's considered quite rude, right? But why don't we just start to look at it for what it is? It's a release of third chakra energy. So when we burp, we're releasing third chakra energy. When it becomes more extreme, and let's say you've had your powers been taken in certain ways and you have deep things to heal, the deeper purging is to throw up. This is a deeper release of the third chakra. We've also done such deep third chakra work at times I've had clients say I'm a little nauseous, which means they're in that first stage of I'm ready to release it if they're willing. And you say, wow, that's not fun. No, it's not. But if you're familiar with the medicine ayahuasca, ayahuasca is native, I think it's mostly originally Peruvian. I'm sorry if that's not correct, but it is South American, I'm pretty sure. And what it does when you take it is it actually initiates or gets you to throw up. There's hallucinatory elements to it, but eventually it gets you to throw up for most people. Not everyone, but the vast majority. It causes this. And what is happening at that time is a deep purging of things that I won't accept this anymore. It's usually a power thing of getting rid of old abuse and just coming to a cleaner slate. Whether that abuse is digestive, like if you're eating wrong things in your body, or if you have poisonous things in your body, your third chakra, your solar plexus is going to throw it up if it can, right? Or whether it's literally ancient pains, ancient abuses, because the third chakra is where we stand in our power and we don't accept abuse. So if we've been abused in the past, we may literally, metaphysically throw these up, especially if you do an ayahuasca ceremony. Sacral chakra, what's the release here? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. This is the water chakra, right? And this is where we have our urinary tract, and so this is the area of releasing through urinating. Okay, so this is, and I find particularly since I hold energy as an empath for the collective, a lot of times when I go into a really healing environment, I'm needing to go to the bathroom way more than normal. So if you're seeing this, you don't need to judge yourself like, why is my bladder so small? You are possibly releasing for the collective, or maybe you're even releasing just for yourself. You have a lot of deep things that you're releasing. And again, crying can be related because this is the emotional chakra. So when you cry, there's also an element of that, though it's coming from the third eye. If it's emotional crying, that's also very cathartic for the sacral chakra. There's a team thing going on there. Okay. The last one for the root is, and I'm pretty sure you can figure this one out, right? It's bowel movements. So really we're releasing on a bodily level every day. And you can imagine if we don't release every day on a bodily level, how unhealthy that is for the body. So you can see it's truly a release. The root chakra is the body chakra, the vitality chakra, the all over health. Now, if you go to the bathroom a lot, bowel movement wise, if you're doing it a lot, that's an overage. That's a lot of root chakra energy. That means you may have an overactive root chakra if it's extreme, okay? I haven't seen too many times when it's really been a problem. But if you have constipation, think about that. That's a lack of root chakra energy, because root chakra energy goes down. And that's a lack of your ability to relax into your body. So if you have anxiety, it's likely there's a good chance you also have constipation. And if you have both of these, you need to do grounding work. I highly recommend wearing my root chakra tattoos. Again, grounding and root is what I have worked on over the years, because I had a chronic issue with that, of constipation. I had knee issues. I had all the symptoms of a chronically weak root chakra. And you can change these things. You just need to change them consistently, lovingly, and just commit to it. And if you commit to it, it happens. It may take a while, because remember, the root chakra is the slowest chakra. The quick miracles happen in the upper chakras. If it's your destiny to work on the lowest chakras, you're being asked to embody, you're being asked to be patient, you're being asked to feel safer in this world, in this physical world, and even though you're very spiritual, to learn to come and appreciate and enjoy this world of embodiment as I don't want to say outgrowth, as a manifestation of the spiritual energy, because the body is no less spiritual than spirit. It's just really dense spiritual energy. Make sense? Now you might be thinking, okay, so there's that lovely thing that we call a fart, right? What kind of release is that? It's a lighter release in the root, but interestingly, it usually means you've got both third and first chakra release happening at once. And these two are a really good pair. They're the two lowest masculine chakras. So when you're coming into your body and you're, really owning that, and maybe when you first go in there, if you haven't been in there a lot, you're going to find that you're a little more gassy there. And I think this is also why we kid around and say men, we say men have a tendency to do that more than a woman. But of course, women have root and solar plexus energy as well too. Those are masculine chakras though, so that's probably why we consider a fart to be very socially, not exactly elegant, right? So, I bet you didn't know you were going to be watching a video today where you would learn that farts and bowel movements are chakra releases. That's why I'm glad you're here. Please don't give me the thumbs down. This is how it works, guys, and we're coming into a more embodied understanding of our chakras. So these lower chakra areas where we socially judge the releases, I would love to see more of us actually understand that these are mini healings. These are movement of the energy. And the more you're aware of it, the more you can steer it, the more you take away judgment from it. And here's the big one. We judge these things, many of them, even a yawn sometimes. And as you judge them, you take away your freedom to do them. And you actually put an energy, like a not rose-colored glass on them, so that you aren't getting the most out of them. You're not allowing them to just happen naturally and to actually recognize them for what they are. Okay, so can I get some comments on your experiences with these, and just some thumbs up that we're going to, some yes, I am going to begin to recognize all the different ways that energy is moving, not just in my energy layers, my energy field, but right through my physical body, where it's often most needed, because we want to bring heaven onto earth. And to do that, we need to be willing to accept and love all of our physical aspects, and to be embodied, to fully be here, and to be aware of things perhaps that we've judged before as being part of the divine. It's all part of the divine. Yes, it is. There's nothing but intelligent energy in you and me and in everything around us, so it is all divine. You are totally divine. So that's my message for the week. Look for those things. See if you can change your relationship with those releases so that you can work with them. If you're a coach, you want to be aware to help your clients to feel comfortable with any of the socially uncomfortable releases, especially if you're doing a lot of healing, because these things come up. And you may even let them know beforehand it comes up. Right? Okay, guys, I love you so much. I will see you on the next video. I've got a good series coming up for you, and I can't wait. Blessings.